magic hat. Hi, my name is Jez and I'm the founder of First Coding, Salisbury's first creative coding school, which operates out of the city centre. I thought as we're coming up to 2 years it would be really exciting to send out an appeal for questions so people get to know me a bit better, and I have a notebook full of them, so I just thought I'd select a few and away we go. So, where or when did you learn to be creative? That is a very good question actually. Thinking about it, I don't actually know. It's sort of something which has accumulated over time, and I remember from a very young age I'd sort of take apart old video recorders and cassette players and anything electronic, just to see how things work. But it wasn't until my family invested in a computer when I was, an early teenager that things really started to happen. I suddenly realised you can take control of machines through code, and it's just infectious, and I'm still learning today. But yeah, it starts with me way back when I was younger, but there's the best time to get creative is now really. So yeah, just start looking around, trying to work out how things work, and away you go. That's how it worked with me, and there's no reason why it won't work for anyone else. Okay, another one. Let's see. What person kickstarted your creativity? I don't know actually. There was no one person in particular. It was mainly self-driven really. But following on from the previous question, there were a lot of there weren't that many magazines out there as there are now. There's a lot of magazines for creators and inventors and programming types now, but back then there weren't that many. One which I really liked was the Make magazine. Unfortunately, they've recently stopped this now, but yeah, issue 1, yeah, issue 1 is probably one of my favourites actually, because it's all about kite photography, and I actually made it and flew it over Stonehenge actually, and got some really good pictures of the burial mounds of Stonehenge, and yeah, went so high, almost collided with an army helicopter and nearly got into trouble. But it's a nice story to tell. And it all started with issue 1. So I'm sure you can find old issues online. You can find digital copies online as well. But yeah, there's never been a better time than now to learn something new and get creative. You only have to go into your newsagents and just have a look at the wide variety of publications out there. So just pick a few and start reading and start getting inspired and getting stuck in. That would be my advice. Okay, next one. What job would you have liked to have done? Yeah, these are really tricky questions, aren't they? I always thought I'd be really good at designing, the DVD interactive menus. I was really taken by how each one is different. So you get your film and you get your play options, your subtitles, and any extras. And sometimes the creators get really involved, and I really liked some of them. One of them which really sticks in my mind is Memento. That is a very, very clever DVD interface, and I think it's one which really inspired me and made me think maybe I could design something like that. Yeah, so I started getting into a little bit of animation, interactive animation, and it all started with the good old DVD. Sadly, they're being phased out now, which is a real shame as everything's sort of streamed online. So we're sort of losing that creative side of the film industry, I think. But we can display our talents in another shape and form. But yeah, back then, I honestly thought I'd be really good. I'd make a really good DVD title and menu designer. Okay, let's just go for one more. What are your top tips? Good question. First off, carry a notebook. Always carry a notebook. You never know when an idea or a thought might pop into your head. My brain is going 10 to the dozen all the time, and it's the good old notebook. There's all sorts of note keeping apps for phones and devices, but I find that I have to remember to check them. When I've got something physical in my pocket, it sort of nags me that it's always there, and it's just full of to-do lists and ideas and inspiration. And it's always nice to look back because you can chart your thought process really easily if you've got it all in front of you. And I find it a lot easier than if we store it online or in an app on our phones, for example. Yeah, so notebook, simple and effective. Another top tip would be just get stuck in. I've met so many people who are just planning and planning and planning and talking and talking and talking. I'm going to do this. They never do it. They never do it. Get stuck in now. Do it. Even if it's not very good, make it better. The second time, third time, fourth time. Keep refining. Keep learning. The only way to learn is to start making now, really. Don't plan too far ahead. Just get stuck in right away. There's no better time than now. And there are countless online forums out there which will help. Oh, the sun's coming out. Oh, look at that shadow. Let's get it even. There we go. It's such a good time to get stuck in and start learning something new. There's all sorts of all resources are out there, mostly free. The only thing it costs you is time, but it's going to be time well spent. Trust me, it's going to be a good investment of your time if you watch a series on YouTube about how to make something or do something. But also, the internet is a wonderful thing. You can join communities really easily, like-minded individuals who are there to help. And I'll never forget the kindness and the support various communities and forums gave me when I was starting out. Never be afraid to ask a question. There's no such thing as a silly question. It sounds a bit cliche, but it's so true. If you need to ask a question to get moving to the next stage, then just ask it. You know, chances are someone's asked that before. You know, thousands of people have probably asked it before, and the person helping you, who will come to your aid, has probably asked that before. So they know exactly the journey you're taking, and people are just so helpful. And one day, you know, remember that, because it's going to come round where you're the person who's going to help. And that is just so rewarding, being able to take what you've learned and help other people. It's just the best feeling ever. Yeah, so just help people and be kind as well. There's nothing worse than feeling nervous about approaching someone or just asking a question. You know, if the people in the community are warm and friendly and welcoming, it puts everyone at ease, and everyone can just, you know, get to know each other, help one another out, and just get creative and make good things together. Yeah, that's the best bit. That is the best advice I could give. Start now, start learning, and take it slow. Start small and scale up. If you're designing a game, just try and copy a very, very basic game that you like, or maybe just start with a basic platformer maybe. If your skills are more on the art side, maybe develop your assets, but there's always code playgrounds to help you out if your coding isn't that that's coding skills aren't that strong, and vice versa really. If you're a coder, that's fine, brilliant, but also there's so many free assets out there. If your art skills aren't that good, or you don't have much confidence in them at this point, then just see what's around for free, just to get you up and running, and just start making and building, and just take it from there. Anyway, I think that's all the time I've taken up too much of your time, should I say? But I just wanted to say hi and just get to know me a bit better. If you have any questions, just drop me a line. I'm always here to help, and yeah, I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.